Hi, it's me again. Today I would like to talk about something that is understanding moral ethics and its relationship with student morals toward teachers. Education is often associated with grades, exams, and academic achievement, but schools are more than places for learning subjects like mathematics, science, or language. Schools are also places where value, disciplines, attitude, and character are formed. One of the most important foundations of human behavior is moral ethics. Moral ethics influence how people speak, act, make decisions, and treat others in societies. In school, moral ethics affects the relationship between student and teachers. For generations, teachers have been respected as guides, mentors, and source of knowledge. However, many people today believe that the students' attitude toward teachers are changing. Some educators agree that respect and disciplines are decreasing. Others believe modern students are simply expressing themselves differently because society itself has changed. So, what exactly is moral ethics? Why is it important in education? And how does it influence student morals toward teachers? This video explored the meaning of moral ethics, the shaping student behavior, and challenge faced in modern education today. First is understanding moral ethics. To understand the relationship between student and teacher, we first need to understand moral ethics itself. Moral ethics refers to principles that help people distinguish between right and wrong behavior. Ethics acts as guide for how humans should behave toward one another in society. It teaches values such as honesty, respect, responsibility, justice, empathy, and self-control. Morals, meanwhile, are actually behavior people show in everyday life. In simple terms, ethics are principles or standards, while morals are the action based on those standards. For example, if a student believes respect is important, that belief is ethics. When the student speaks politely to a teacher, that becomes moral behavior. Moral ethics exists in every society and culture. Although value may sometimes differ across communities, some moral values are considered universal, such as kindness, honesty, and respect for others. Throughout the history, philosophers and educators have emphasized the importance of ethics in human life. Ancient thinkers believed education should not only create intelligent people, but also good people. Without ethics, intelligence alone can become dangerous. A highly educated person without morals may misuse knowledge irresponsibly. This is why moral education remains an important part of school around the world. Second, the role of teachers in society. Teachers play a major role in shaping individual and society. They are not only responsible for transferring knowledge, but also for guiding character development. Teachers help students develop discipline, build confidence, improve communication, and prepare for future responsibilities. In many cultures, teachers are highly respected because education is seen as essential for social progress. Historically, teachers were often viewed as authority figures whose word carried wisdom and guidance. Students were expected to greet teacher respectfully, follow classroom rules, listen carefully, and behave politely. Respect toward teacher was considered a reflection of student upbringing, and moral character. Teachers are also influence students emotionally and psychologically. A supportive teacher can inspire confidence and motivation. Meanwhile, negative experiences with teacher can affect a student interest in education. Because of this, the student and teacher relationship plays a powerful role in learning environment. Third, how moral ethics affect student behavior. Student moral ethics strongly influence how they behave toward teachers. Students with strong moral value are more likely to show politeness, listening attentively, respect classroom rules, and communicate appropriately. These behaviors create healthier and more productive classrooms. Respectful relationships also improve learning because students and teachers can communicate openly and positively. On the other hand, weak moral ethics may lead to disrespectful behavior, classroom disruption, dishonesty, bullying, or lack of discipline. When students lose respect for authority completely, classrooms may become difficult to manage. However, morality is not simply about obedience. Modern education increasingly encourages students to think critically and express opinions. Respect does not mean students cannot question teachers. Instead, moral ethics teaches students how to disagree respectfully and responsibility. This balance between freedom and respect is one of the biggest challenges in modern education. The impact of technology and social media. Technology has dramatically changed communication and social behavior. Today's students grow up surrounded by smartphones, social media, online entertainment, and instant digital communication. These technologies influence how young people view authority, relationship, and self-expression. Social media often encourage casual communication styles. Students may become used to speaking informally with everyone online, including teachers. Some online contents also promote mocking authority figure for entertainment. As a result, behaviors once considered disrespectful may become normalized. The rising of online learning has also transformed teacher and student interactions. During virtual classes, traditional classroom discipline become harder to maintain. Students may feel emotionally disconnected from teacher when communication happens, although through screens. However, technology is not entirely negative. Digital platform can also improve education by providing easier access to knowledge and communication. The challenge is teaching students how to use technology responsibly while maintaining ethical behavior. The factor that shapes students' moral toward teachers are influenced by many interconnected factors. The first is family environment. Parents are often children's first teachers. Children learn behavior by observing adults around them. If parents teach politeness, responsibility, and empathy, children are more likely to carry this value into schools. However, unstable family environment may cause emotional development and behavior. The second is peer influence. Friends strongly influence students' attitudes. Young people often imitate behavior accepted by their social groups. Positive friendship may encourage disciplines, and academic motivation. Negative pressure, however, can encourage disrespectful behavior. The third is school environment. The school themselves shape moral development. School with supportive teachers, clear rules, and healthy communication often create more respectful learning environments. When students feel safe and valued, they are more likely to behave positively. And lastly, media and popular culture. Movies, influencers, and online trends can shape attitudes toward authority. Some media promotes kindness and empathy, while others content may glorify rebellion or disrespect. Because students consume large amounts of media daily, this influence can become powerful. And lastly, challenge in modern educations. Modern education faces many challenges. Students today may experience such as academic pressures, social expectation, mental health struggles, and constant digital distraction. Teachers also face increasing responsibility and stress. As social society changes rapidly, maintaining strong moral value become more difficult. Some people argue that moral education is weakening because school focus heavily on academic achievement alone. However, many experienced agree that both family and education institute share responsibility for character development. In conclusion for me, moral ethics remains one of the most important foundation of education. Knowledge may help students succeed professionally, but ethics helps them become responsible human beings. The relationship between student and teacher reflects broader value within society itself, while technology, culture, and communication style continue to evolve. Values such as respect, honesty, empathy, and responsibility remain essential. True education is not only about producing intelligent individuals, it's also about shaping people who understand how to treat others with dignity and compassion. Because in the end, schools do more than build careers. They help build character. That's all for me. Thank you.